So the NISMO's been sitting for about 3 days or so. I do want to start it. I do not want to let it sit because I've heard some horror stories of people letting their cars sit, even though 3 days is not that long. I've heard horror stories of people letting their high horsepower cars sit, even though it's not that high. It's like high-ish. And then they want to drive it and they start having issues because of the fact that it's sat. So we're going to start it. We're going to let that E85 siphon through the fuel system itself. And then we got to fix something on this car that we haven't fixed ever before. You guessed it. We have another exhaust leak. That was sarcasm. Man, I'll say it once and I will say it again. This is such a beautiful car. Nissan really did something when they made this car. In my opinion, this is one of the best looking production cars to ever be made. But like I said, you guys know we've been fighting exhaust leaks every single time we drive this car. The clamps that I have, of course, are V-bands. The clamps that I have are from Ace Race, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody out there knows any other brand or any other clamps that work well, better than these, that won't give me exhaust leaks every single time I hit boost, please let me know, because I'm tired. Literally every single time we drive this car, we have to fix an exhaust leak. It's 10 o'clock and it's already like 90 degrees. So before I start melting, let's go ahead and jack this car up and fix that exhaust leak. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 spots in this car where I get exhaust leaks. It's going to be 2 on the passenger side and 1 on the driver's side. So the driver's side connects the passenger side header through that crossover pipe. And then a crossover pipe also has a connection that connects the turbo to everything. Those 3 clamps is where it's always leaking from. Every single time. And you guys remember that crossover pipe that we wrapped last week, literally? Well, look at it now. LOL. I honestly have no idea why it keeps doing that, because honestly I'm not even alone in this car. Like, compared to so many people that are out there, this is nothing. See, that pipe is kind of useless as far as wrapping it, so I really would leave it unwrapped. The only reason why I leave it wrapped is because obviously it sits lower, so by me hitting it, I'm not hitting the pipe directly, it's hitting that wrap. So that's the only reason why that I keep it wrapped. But if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. So we are done fixing the exhaust leak on this car. We have all clamps tightened and positioned the way that they should be. We went ahead and rewrapped the crossover pipe. As you can see, that it's going to be the old wrap. Now, the unfortunate thing that I found out when rewrapping that crossover pipe is that we put a pretty significant dent on the pipe itself. I'll actually throw a picture on the screen right now. Not really much that we could do about it other than just be careful. I did rewrap it. I might order another one just so we have another one on hand. I don't know, we'll see. You guys know that wait time is probably crazy right now. But let's go ahead and lower this car. Let's start it. And let's make sure that she's solid like she should be. So as you guys know, the material that I use to wrap that crossover pipe, for some reason it doesn't bother me. Fiberglass, everybody knows you're supposed to wear like a long sleeve. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like that shiny stuff that's on me. It's actually all over my clothes. I can feel it. It's on my arms, but it doesn't bother me. I don't know. I think I'm built different. All right, so we'll know if this car has an exhaust leak because on a cold start, it sounds extremely raspy. You guys ready for this? Let's see. And it sounds like we're good. It is extremely hot today, so I'm not even going to try to hit boost hard. I'm going to just try to chill, drive this car normal, make sure that there are no exhaust leaks, make sure it sounds the way it's supposed to. And yeah, because it's like close to 100 degrees outside. That's a little off just because I didn't relocate my outside temperature sensor, so it's like sitting right above the actual oil cooler, so it's reading a little hot, but it's around 100 degrees outside. You can always tell when you have an exhaust leak, especially on this car, because the exhaust note sounds significantly different, and it just sounds raspy, especially on like the D cell. That's how I can tell when I have an exhaust leak. See, that's how it's supposed to sound. Nice, deep, with some pops. So I made it a habit to actually check this car more frequent than not, just because when we threw all that oil, it was actually all on the hood too. When we threw all that oil out, I wasted like 1 or 2 quarts. It actually scared me, because my thing is, we could have did like an oil starvation type thing in here, and we would have blew this engine, and I would have been the saddest man alive. So I always like to check it frequently, especially after driving it when it's hot, all of that. But everything looks good. You can see there's all the fiberglass everywhere. It's funny. Yeah, looks like we're good. Dude, this car sounds so sick. I don't care what anybody says. Listen to that. Oh my gosh. Even though I have yet to hear one bad comment about how this car sounds, because I mean, most of the people saying that this is the most different exhaust setup that they've heard. They haven't heard anything that sounds exactly like this. And it's true, like I've never heard a BQ sound like this. I used to actually come over here all the time, but over the years this place actually got really hot because this is a dead end, and so this is where everybody used to always do like hood rat stuff, like donuts and all that stuff. So it got to the point where not only did it make it hot, but cops used to just come over here and chill for no reason, and I just stopped coming over here. But I'm sure the OG people remember this spot. There's already a car over here. I'm not for sure if there's somebody in there just chilling. Yeah, I haven't been over here in a minute. It's crazy. I think the last time I was here was when I bought this car, actually, which was like 1.5 years ago. So as of right now, the 370Z NISMO is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It is working as it should be. There's actually one more modification. I know I've been hinting this for like a while now. There's one more modification that we have coming for this vehicle that I just got word is not going to be here until like another month or so. So I honestly cannot wait till we get that. But I do want to make a separate video going over all of the parts that we use to single turbo this car, going over fuel, clutch, the kit, all of that stuff. I know a lot of you have actually been asking me on Instagram in the DMs, asking me what parts I use, how much it costs, etc. So I do want to make a separate video, so I will make that, so make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. But yeah, man, I love just coming out here looking at this car, because like I said before, this is one of the best looking production cars that ever been made, in my opinion. Like, it's to the point where like there's nothing I want to do, you know, especially with this car. Like, I don't want to throw like carbon fenders, carbon hood, none of that. Like, this car is just perfect the way that it sits. I got my single turbo kit underneath the hood. We just gotta add a little bit more oomph. I can't tell you guys what. I mean, again, if you've been watching the videos, then I'm pretty sure you kind of catch the hint as to what's coming. But yeah, man, this car is perfect the way it sits. There's not much that I want to do to it. The only thing that I would do is that carbon roof. That carbon roof is spicy, and I know you have the option of actually deleting that antenna, which is not really a big deal. But I mean, if I got that carbon roof, I probably would delete that antenna just to have a little bit more of a sleek look on the top. But I don't know. I'm still deciding if I want to get that or not, because I believe that carbon roof is a cap, and I'm not the biggest fan of caps just because you can always see gaps around where it connects to. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Should we get the carbon roof or not? I think it would look spicy on here, honestly. Okay, I'll do a baby pull, just because I haven't done one yet. It's still hella hot out here, but one won't hurt. This car sounds so good, man. So good. I'm infatuated with it, like I say all the time. Like, just listen to it. It sounds so good. All right, I'll chill since we're in the neighborhoods. Alright, so this is all that I have for you guys today in this video. If you guys like videos like this, please let me know and I will be sure to deliver it each and every time. But the next video that you guys see is going to be a canyon run with this car. I think that is going to be absolutely insane. I'm actually looking forward to filming that one. Make sure you guys stay tuned, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, and stay tuned.
No flex, I done dropped a couple bands on this brand new Rolex. I can pop a couple bands on you, girl, you know that. When she get the poppin', I like way to go. We gon' get it poppin' on the radio, turned up.